So, this is the romantic compatibility between a Cancer and a Pisces. So, both Cancer and Pisces are water signs. So, this is a very deep and very emotional relationship. And this is two people who feel very strongly for one another. So you might not necessarily be communicative about your relationship. You might not show it on the surface how much you love each other, but this is something that the two of you understand deep down on an intuitive level because you two are both very intuitive signs. And you don't even have to say anything at all. You just know where your partner is coming from, and you know what they're feeling, and you know what they're going through in the moment. And there's definitely a lot of telepathy between the two of you. Like the two of you can really read each other's minds. So, Cancer is a cardinal sign, and Pisces is a mutable sign. So, Cancer is definitely more likely to make the first move, and they won't necessarily just come up to the Pisces out of nowhere and like ask them out or something like that. They're definitely going to be kind of shy and kind of subtle about it. But Cancer is more likely the first one who's going to start flirting with the Pisces. And the Pisces is really, once the relationship has already been established, or once it's very clear that the two of you are interested in one another, the Pisces is going to go ahead and really make that effort to really make sure the relationship actually progresses and actually moves forward. And the Pisces is really going to like keep it going. The Cancer is probably more likely to take control of the relationship and sort of decide, the pace of it or like where it goes, what happens within your relationship. Whereas the Pisces is a lot more go with the flow, and the Pisces is more of like the follower in the relationship, where the Cancer is like the leader. And the Pisces is like, yeah, I'm down for whatever. Like, I'll do whatever you want to do. Like, you decide what we're having for dinner tonight. You decide where we're going for date night, that type of thing. So, Cancer is ruled by the moon, which is a very intuitive planet. I guess it's not technically a planet, but it's very intuitive energy, and it's also very emotional too. So the Cancer is just really introverted, just really into their emotions. Pisces, in ancient astrology, Pisces was ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion and fortune and good luck. So this is what makes the Pisces very like happy-go-lucky, and that's why Pisces doesn't necessarily work too hard for their blessings. They sort of just let the good luck come towards them, and they kind of just they let whatever come to them. Whereas the Cancer is more likely to be like, okay, we need to like put more effort in this relationship. And the Pisces is just going to be like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And that's it. There's nothing I can do, type of thing. Um, so Pisces is in modern astrology, Pisces is ruled by Neptune. And Neptune is the dreamy planet, it's the ocean planet, it's just really chill. So Pisces just brings this really chill vibe, and Cancer is also very chill too. So together they're just super chill signs. The Cancer is more likely to sort of go through moodiness and sort of go through like maybe bad moods, or kind of, swinging up and down. Whereas the Pisces is a little bit more stabilized. Pisces is a little bit more prone to depression, while the Cancer is sort of like up and down. Like one day they're really excited, and then the next day they're super depressed. So one issue you have to look out for is that the two of you don't get too depressed with one another, but the Cancer's constant change in mood sort of keeps the Pisces more alert, because the Pisces can definitely dissociate and just kind of feel like out of it, and the Cancer comes in and sort of brings them sort of back to reality. So, what else? So, the Cancer is ruled by the fourth house of home and family and stability. The Pisces is ruled by the 12th house, and that's the house of endings, of also of secrets too. So Pisces is just a very like old and wise sign. So Pisces is the oldest sign of the zodiac. Cancer definitely has more youthful energy, but at the same time, Cancer really craves commitment and stability. So maybe in this relationship, the Pisces is more likely to be like more of the caretaker, whereas the Cancer would rather be the one taken care of. At the same time, though, the Cancer does have this very like maternal and nurturing energy. So honestly, you two might take turns really taking care of each other, but there's just so much like caretaker vibes within this relationship. It definitely goes both ways. Um, but the Pisces is just like, they're just really like calm, and they've just kind of like seen it all, and they just want to chill out and just sort of spend their whole life just like chilling. Like there's nothing necessarily like they feel like they have to do. Um, so that's another aspect how Cancer, with their being ruled by the moon, that's constantly changing phases. Um, the Cancer is definitely a lot more moodier, and the Pisces can kind of like ground them and sort of, you know, bring them back down. But hopefully they doesn't bring them down too much, because like I said, the Pisces is a little bit more prone to depression, but more stabilizing energy, I guess. And then um, the Cancer, with its shifty moods, can sort of like wake up the Pisces and be like, like you can get excited too, like you can chill out, but then you can also get excited about things. So that's like a um, good dynamic there. Um, so yeah. Also, the two signs, they're definitely like a very low key type of couple. They don't really like demand attention. They sort of keep everything on the down low, and you might not even realize that the Cancer and Pisces are even dating each other, because their relationship is just so low key. um, you do have to watch out if you're in this relationship that you don't keep secrets from one another, because you're both so internalized and you're both so introverted. But the thing is, though, it shouldn't be too much of a concern, because you two are both so intuitive at the same time. So it's like, even though you two have a tendency to sort of keep secrets from one another and bottle things up, you can pretty much read each other's minds. So again, like I said earlier, like you might not always discuss everything verbally with one another, but it's like in your mind and in your heart, what's going on with your partner. Like, if they're hiding something, if they're going through something that they just don't want to talk about. So the Cancer is ruled by the crab. So the crab has this hard shell, and this is basically their defense mechanism. When a Cancer is upset or when they feel threatened, they will just hide in their shell and they will just run away from the world. And they'll completely dissociate and detach from reality. They'll just leave. Pisces is very used to this, because Pisces is just always in their own world. So they're constantly detached from the world. So it doesn't really scare them when the Cancer runs away, because Pisces is always like not there. Like Pisces is always completely in their own other world, like a whole other dimension, basically. Um, and Pisces is symbolized as the fish, and not just one fish. Pisces is two fish, and they're sort of like chasing each other's tail if you look up the symbol of Pisces. So this makes Pisces a very dualistic sign. So even though they are the sign of endings, with every ending does become a new beginning too. So Pisces can definitely have like two sides to them. I feel like Cancer is, yeah, Cancer is being the moon sign, like they're used to like, having different phases, and they'll understand that sometimes you feel more open, sometimes you feel more closed, that type of thing. But the chemistry overall is really great between a Cancer and a Pisces. There's a lot of trust between one another, and basically, whether you're a Cancer or a Pisces, you have an easy time opening up to your partner because they're not going to spill your secrets, that they're not going to gossip or spread your personal information anywhere, because they're just not that type of person. You both of you are just very internalized, and you really keep things inside of you. So when it comes to getting physical with one another, it's a very spiritual connection, and it definitely goes beyond your bodies, and it's like a mind thing. It's like you feel it in your heart. It's just very deep and very sweet and nurturing too. It's definitely not too rough. It might even be very slow too, and it might even take you a little while to reach that stage in your relationship, but it's just very sweet, soft, and slow with one another, and it's beautiful. So that's all. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs and just see which one you resonate with the most.